Hello, welcome back to my last presidential electoral college prediction. Let's get straight into this. This color I have on Montana means 15% or more for the Democrats, safe blue. This means likely blue, 7% or more for the Democrats. This means lean blue, 2% or more for the Democrats. And this means tilt blue, 2% or less for the Democrats. 15% or more, 7% or more, 2% or more, under 2%. States I think will go to Biden by over 50 points include Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii, Illinois, New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, D.C., and Maine's 1st District. States I think will go to Trump by a safe margin are Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska's at large, Nebraska's 1st District, Nebraska's 3rd District, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Alabama. I think Indiana does not like Pence and Trump. It's going to be a little bit closer than it was in 2016 and move down to a likely margin, but will definitely go red. Montana and Kansas and Missouri all have races reflecting upon the presidential race, where you would really think that would be more competitive, but Trump's winning by 4 points in Montana, which is a very low amount. He's winning by a lean margin in these two states, but he will probably he will 99% pull out the win in Missouri, Kansas, and Montana. It's just going to be a little bit closer than it was. Mississippi, I think, will have less voter suppression as Trump's campaign is focusing more on suppression in the states that matter. And in Mississippi, I think it's going to be around a 12 or 14 point margin for Trump to win. He won the state by around 19 points. Utah, Evan McMullen, and Mitt Romney are huge celebrities here, and I do think that their endorsements of Biden will have definitely changed the results in Utah, which were already under 15% in the first place. Alaska and South Carolina have close Senate races, reflecting upon the presidential races, making Republicans more optimistic, and both of them already went 15% before. North Carolina, I have as tilt blue. Iowa, I have as lean red. Ohio, I have as lean red. These are simply due to Iowa and Ohio, I think, are being underestimated for the Republicans. In North Carolina, I think, is being underestimated for the Republicans. North Carolina is simply going to have a lot of voter suppression this year, and I do think Trump will pull out the win here, like he did in 2016 by 3.5 points. I think he'll win it by 1.5, or like 0.8 to 1.5 points. Texas, I think, will be tilt. It's a lot closer than people think. Some people think it'll be likely or lean. I think it'll be tilt, especially with way huge turnouts in Texas, way more than expected. All way less voter suppression than there was in 2016. Michigan and Minnesota, I have as going likely blue, simply because of polling, and I know people say that's a lot incorrect. Polling is incorrect, but I also have Michigan, Minnesota going blue because of Trump's approval rating. I also have Minnesota and Michigan going blue because demographic trends this year, what Trump has done with COVID, all that kind of stuff. And it really leads to these states leading over 8 points for Biden. I think there will be 7 around each for Biden. They'll be very similar margins. Maybe Minnesota outperform Michigan by 1% for Biden. Wisconsin, I have the same answers for, and I have the same answers for Pennsylvania, except for there's more issues in Pennsylvania making it closer, which is fracking. That's my explanation for Pennsylvania being closer than the others. Maine's 2nd District, I think Biden will actually pull out the win here, though Trump did win here by 10 points. It's not that hard of a place of the state to flip. I think Obama won it in 2008. Maine 2nd District, not that important to Trump's victory, but it would be nice for him to win that. Not that I'm taking sides, I'm saying it would be nice for him to win that. I don't even like Trump that much. Maine at large, and New Hampshire, Colorado, New Mexico, and Virginia, I think, are all going to Biden by likely margin. There's no way polls are this incorrect in these states. I don't even need to explain that Biden's probably going to win all these states by over 10 points. Everyone knows that, especially since Hillary won them by over 5 points each. Nebraska's second district I have is going to Biden by a lean margin, though it is leading for him by 7 points. I do think he will be uh, the victor. Biden will be the victor in Nebraska's second district. Nebraska's uh, entire state, I think, will go lean blue, despite Trump, only because Trump isn't campaigning here. If he was campaigning here, it'd be tilt or tilt red. Uh, but he's not campaigning here. It's stupid. He's not going to take Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Like, he's going to campaign in tomorrow. He needs to try and take Nevada instead of Wisconsin, because he doesn't need those extra 4. He needs to hold on to the state. He needs to hold on to most of the states he already has. He already won. Only states he can afford to lose are Michigan and Wisconsin. However, every other state here I have is going blue. I think he will lose in Georgia due to less voter suppression, demographic trends. He only won by a third the amount that Mitt Romney won in 2012. Georgia, as I'm even seeing a news article, not news article, a news network in front of me saying early voting records being set in Georgia. Georgia has voted over 100% of the votes they did in 2016. And I think that 99% of them will be counted. I think there's a lot less suppression going on in Georgia, as Trump thinks he will win Georgia, despite the polling. Florida, Arizona, I think will both be around the same margin. Arizona, I think, is closer than people think, but I do think. Oh, and Florida is closer than people think, but I think Biden will win in both of them by a very, very small margin. Due to mail-in voting. If there was no mail-in voting, Trump would be destroying this race. But there is mail-in voting. There's early voting, which was so desperately needed for the Democrats, which wasn't that much of a negotiation. But Florida, I think, I mean, it's gotten no election wrong in the past, 10 elections. Arizona had more Democratic votes in 2018, and I doubt Trump has gained more Republicans in Arizona, with especially thousands of people moving, thousands of Democrats, tens of thousands of Democrats moving here and turning 18 and being able to register to vote in Arizona. Arizona is a state where a lot of people are moving to right now. And you can expect it to at least gain 1 or 2 electoral votes in 2024. However, that's in 4 years. We're definitely probably not going to have this channel by then. All right, thank you guys. This is my prediction for the election of 2020, the final prediction. Thank you guys so much for watching and being with me throughout these 6 or 7 months. It really meant a lot to me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when I do my final Senate prediction. Thank you guys so